Okay, so in this video series, we're going to be talking about, by the way, that's my bug out bag. I'll show it to you here in a second. We're going to be talking about the different sections of the bug out bag. I have mine broken into 17 different sections, 18 counting the pack. But here's what I'm going to do. Each one of these videos is going to cover in depth, in detail about that section and why I chose the things that I chose. All right, let's go ahead and get on over to the camping shack. If you missed that from my previous video, you might want to take a look. I'll put it someplace depending on where it shows up here. All right, let's go. All right, guys, so this is the bug out bag. I've showed it to you in previous videos. I just have a cover on it so that it can be a little bit more tactical. The very first section that has anything to do with this bag is actually going to be called the air or air filtration section. In today's age, we unfortunately have spills all over the place. We need to be able to protect ourselves from gases or fumes. Basically protect our lungs, our face, our eyes, our nose, our nasal canal, things like that. There's a lot of different options out there. Some people carry full-up gas masks. Other people just use an N95. To each their own. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what I have in the kit right now, and then we're going to show you some of the options and show you what I've actually upgraded to. So with that said, let's go ahead and go on inside. But before we do that, do me a favor. Tell all your friends, like, subscribe, follow, do all that stuff. It's really good for the channel, and it gets the word out that there's actually more detailed information out there for you guys concerning these bug out bags. Okay, so let's go ahead and get inside, and we can get into it. In the original video, this is what I showed you as far as my air protection or my air filtration system. This little guy right here is called the Breathe Buddy Respirator. And the reason it's called the Breathe Buddy Respirator, because that's exactly what it is. It's about $28.99 on Amazon right now. This is the lowest cost one, and this will give you more protection than an N95 mask. The filters go on and off pretty easily. You just basically put them on like that. And these are actually P100 filters. These filters will do 99% of standard airborne particulates, or probably down to the 0.30 micron level. These filters will also filter out both oil-based and non-oil-based particles. So this is an awesome little device. It's super lightweight. This was my very first choice a couple years back, but I've actually got a brand new one that I want to show you that I'm going to upgrade to that we're going to cover here shortly. But this is what was in my pack at the time. I do highly recommend it if you think you can get away with just this simple one, or if you want just to step up from an N95, this is going to be it. Next up is the GVS SPR 660 Elipse Integral Low Profile Mask with goggles. This actually is going to be the replacement for the my Breathe Buddy Respirator that I just showed you. This mask runs about $58 on Amazon. It uses the same PD100 technology. It's lightweight. It's going to protect your eyes. It's going to protect your nose, your mouth, and your airways. It is not a full face respirator. Now this mask uses what's called the OVP P100 filters, which are strong protection for universal gases, nanoparticles, organic vapors, and 99.7% of the particulates down to 0.3 microns, which basically means if the train wrecks near your house, you put this on, you can escape and you won't have any brain damage. And of course, that's a joke. What I really like about this mask is it does offer eye protection. It is just a little heavier than the Breathe Buddy, but it has these protective covers over the filters that you can literally pop on and off. You pop this sucker on your face, you pull that out. You probably can see it down inside here. You can pop those out right there, and they're going to basically protect the filter from any damage, any dust building up, anything like that before any use. So this is going to be my replacement. Like I said, this one is the next step up, and then from there we can start talking about some real masks. Now, before anybody says anything about my beard, I have a razor that I will use to get rid of this beard in case something goes wrong. You got about 15 minutes after a nuclear weapon goes off, and if it doesn't kill me in the blast and I'm not in the radiation zone, then I'm going to be okay. I'm going to have a few minutes to get rid of the beard. Also, you can buy pre-sealed filters for this device. That way you can just drop them inside your bag and you'll have a backup. And they also come with these dust filters that you can put on the mask to increase your level of air filtration. All right, I think that's about it on this one. Let's go ahead and jump on to the next one. Next up the ladder is the PD100 full face respirator gas mask, brought to you by Parcil Safety. This is an awesome little gas mask. This is the first gas mask that I bought outside of the military. This is on Amazon for about $99. When I bought it, it was about $75. Like I said, this is the PD100. This is a full face respirator gas mask. It protects the eyes, the face, the nose, the mouth, and airways. It uses the PA1 filters, which offer strong protection. It will filter out 95% of particulates down to 0.3 microns, which is actually small enough to protect you from fallout and natural vapors. What I like about this mask right here is that the filters come off very easily. They're replaced very easily. You just twist them and they come right off. It's not even a problem. They also have a secondary filter system right here that you can pop this right off right here, and it's actually a dust filter, so it's a secondary filter system. Really awesome piece of gear. If you want a gas mask with your bug out bag, this is actually a pretty neat piece of gear. This is not top of the line, but this will do the job. No problem at all. Now that we've talked about the minimums, let's talk about the full military standard gas mask. This gas mask comes in from MIRA Safety. This is the CM6M. It runs about $263, almost $264. But you can pick it up on Amazon right now for $279. The key thing to remember about this mask is that this is military grade hardware, guys. This is just as good, if not better, than the mask that we had when I was in the military that they currently run now. This mask uses the 40 millimeter gas filter. This is the filter itself right here. You can actually run two of these if you'd like. You can run a filter in one side and a plug in the other for right-handed or left-handed shooting. This filter right here is the NATO standard 40 millimeter, which talks about the size of the threads. NBC 77 filter. They seal these up so that they don't get exposed to oxygen or anything else that might go through them, because the second they start to degrade. Now what you can do though is you can take these out, you can play with them a little bit, and then you can actually go ahead and put them inside your vacuum sealer. You can actually put these in your vacuum sealer, seal them right back up, and then stick them in the mask, no problem. Like I was saying, these are full military grade. Once the filter's on, you're in an environment you don't want to have any problems. You can actually breathe, you can actually drink, and it comes with a canteen, an NBC with an NBC cap on it. You just simply hook this to that and drink your water. This is a nice to have device, but the reality is that this you get what you pay for it. And this is the top of the line mask that you can buy in the civilian world. Now, with that said, I actually found another mask that I'm really excited to check out, and I hope you are too. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is the XINBTK reusable full face respirator mask. This thing is only $39.99 on Amazon. So far, I'm extremely impressed with it. It has a lot of capabilities that I don't see in a lot of other masks. So let's get into this box. So this is what was inside the box. Obviously, this is the mask. It comes with a little container. We've got some extra dust filters, and these are probably going to be the actual filters themselves, which they are. Filters, caps, everything. It's all here. Dynamite. Let's go ahead and push this to the side and take a look at the mask itself. Okay, so here's the mask, and like I said, I've already been in this, and I'm extremely impressed with this mask. And the reason I am is because it is a full face mask. It's basically a no-name mask that has all of the capabilities of the big boys. I really like the soft rubber seal, so I know that it's actually going to fit my face. This is one piece of plastic. It's not put together in pieces. We know this because it's got screw clamps on the side of it. I really like the head harness on it, but I tell you what I really like about it, this mask has the capability of receiving a 40 millimeter filter like the big boys do. You can also set this up for left or right. It has two plugs on it, so you can plug the whole map up. You'll go 40 millimeter on it, or you can undo one of these and go left and right, or you can go left or right for whichever side you shoot from. I really do like it. This is not a one-time use mask, and it's going to get the job done. I really like this mask, and I have a lot of masks, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. And it didn't hurt that I actually did this for a little while I was in the military. Now the stats on this one are actually pretty simple. XINBTK, and I'm calling it the no-name mask. But it's a full-face respirator / gas mask. It protects the eyes, nose, face, mouth, and airways. It uses the PA1 filters or a 40 millimeter filter, which can do all sorts of crazy stuff. And it does up 95% of the particulates down to 0.3 microns. Yeah. Once again, it accepts 40 millimeter NATO filters. So you could set this up for whatever type of filter you want to use on it. And if you happen to run across someone else with a filter on theirs that doesn't match yours, you can literally just change the plugs and use their filter. Let's go ahead and do a quick assembly before we put this puppy away. So as you saw from me putting this together at high speed, there was a couple little hiccups in there. There was a rubber O-ring that goes inside the filter receiver that I had missed. But once I got it in there, no problem. I don't think you'll ever have to worry about taking that out. All right, so the XINBTK reusable full face gas mask, $33.99 on Amazon. Not a joke. I really like this map. I can't wait to try a 40mm at some point. Okay, so let's close this out. For the purposes of my bug out bag, I'm going to be upgrading from the Breathe Buddy Respirator, which is a P100, to the GVS SPR 660, which is also a P100, but you can clearly see this is a beefier mask. It actually has a giant face cup on it that I really like. I like the plastic. I like the rubber. I like the fact that I actually have some eye protection, and I really like the caps. That way I know that if I have my bug out bag stored away for use, stuck into a corner someplace, that I know that I'm not going to have any degrading of the filters because of these caps that are both on the outside as well as the inside. I hope that this information helps you out with section 1 of the bug out bag video series that we're doing. We're going to be doing them all in here. You may see some camera changes around, but for the most part, you're going to see everything that's inside my bug out bag in detail and why I picked those particular things. If you haven't done it yet, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button, share this video with your friends. Hopefully it's educational. If I missed something, please tell me in the comments. I'm very interested in your opinions. Until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye. Do-do-do, waiting for the truck to go by, 'cause it's so damn noisy. Next up is the GVS SPR 660 Elipse Integral, I got my notes over here, intra low profile mask with Google with natural vapors as well as fallout. If you wear gas mat, if you want a gas mat, they also have a secondary filter system right here that you can pop this. You can play with them a little bit, and then you can actually go ahead and put them inside your, what the fuck is that thing called? What the hell is that thing called? Yep, that's what we're doing. We're waiting for the truck to go by. You're going to see everything that's inside my bug out bag. Okay.